Why, hello there, soulmates. My name's Soulkeeper, and welcome to another live stream here on YouTube. Did you guys know that some Marvel Legends are so rare that they sometimes sell for hundreds of dollars? I bet you've gone looking for an action figure that you didn't get a while ago, right? We all gone looking for one that maybe we missed along the way, because it happens. Sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes, we start paying attention to other things, and then we come back and, oops, we have a gap in our collection. So we go back, and what do we find? Whoo, boy! Oh, man, those prices really got out of hand quick, didn't they? Yes, they did. Guys, we're going to dive into which Marvel Legends happen to be worth the most, at least from what I can tell. I've done some looking. These are the ones that I believe are worth the most in 2025, and it might surprise you. Now, we're going to be looking at single action figures, guys. We're not going to be looking at like anything crazy. We're not going to be looking at like Galactus, which obviously is going to be worth a lot of money, right? I mean, it's a HasLab. Or we're not going to be looking at like multiple figure packages, because those are automatically going to be worth a lot of money, right? Because they got like a bunch of Marvel Legends in the package. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Mahoy Manoy. How you guys doing today? How's it going? What's shaking? How's you guys' days so far? I'll tell you what. Got a little bit of a headache, but I am powering through it with the power of coffee. That's all I'm doing. Oh my. I'm alright. I was racking my brain for what I was going to talk about today. But then I realized, this is a pretty fun topic, and not one that I've really talked about before. It's going, annoying day, a work, about to go home, you also have a headache due to clients. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sometimes clients are the worst. Sorry your day has been so annoying. Yeah, Jonathan, it's all right. I'll get through it. I've just been really busy. I've been cranking out videos, a lot of god dang videos. God, I've published probably a half a dozen videos today. I can't believe how many videos I'm putting out right now. Guys, Soulkeeper's gonna hit a brick wall eventually, and it's not gonna be pretty. It's okay. It's okay. When I hit it, you'll be the first ones to know. Get bad migraines from time to time, so you know how they can be annoying. Oh yeah, God, I don't get migraines, thank goodness, but I know people who get migraines, and it's never pretty. You been killing the game? Yeah, thank you, dude. Yeah, I've been hustling. My hustle is second to none. Don't underestimate the hustle of SK. We'll put it that way, baby. In today's live stream, guys, we're going to explore the rarest Marvel Legends action figures as of today in 2025, and we're going to talk about what makes them so sought after by collectors. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys, because, we've got Marvel Legends to look at, and I bet you guys are a little bit curious what the rarest ones are. I guess before we get started, just go ahead and throw down maybe a prediction or two. You don't necessarily have to do it live in chat right now, but if you're watching right now, just maybe pause the video, pause yourself, think to yourself, what are the rarest ones? What do you think they are? It's been a lot of Marvel Legends over the years. It's only 20 years worth, right? So it's a lot to pick from. Thanks for those likes. We're trying to support and watch everything. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that. Ugh. Tell you what, action figure content is what gets the juice on this channel. I've been producing gaming content for like the past year and a half, but action figure content is what gets the juice. Alright guys, let me show you guys what, well, not the least rare, but we're going to just talk about the top 5. We're not going to talk about every rare action figure. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day. So, in the dead last spot on the rarest Marvel Legends that I've been able to find in 2025, single releases, by the way, again, single releases. First one is going to be King Hulk from the Fing Fang Foom wave. Now, The Fing Fang Foom wave is notable, guys, because it is like the very last wave of what would be considered a large Build-A-Figure. This one was a 15-inch Build-A-Figure, and previous to this, Build-A-Figures from Toy Biz were getting smaller and smaller, right? Yeah, their last large Build-A-Figure, I think, was Giant Man. Before that, it was Apocalypse. Guys, Fing Fang Foom marked the end of an era. Hasbro tried making the large Build-A-Figure, and then as soon as they made this large Build-A-Figure, they kind of went right back to making tiny Build-A-Figures. It's too bad, because this is actually a pretty nice Build-A-Figure they put out, and overall I'd say that this wave that they put out of Marvel Legends wasn't that bad. I mean, the Hulk they had here is pretty cool. Why King Hulk? I have no idea why King Hulk would be such a valuable action figure. I suspect that maybe it's just a case of having a Build-A-Figure part, or maybe it's just sometimes with action figures, guys, it's a case of a figure not being that popular, like and so they underproduce them, and then they get harder and harder to get a hold of. That happened with, say, the Hasbro Andre the Giants and Dusty Rhodes, where, you know, they made a bunch of them, nobody wanted them, so they kind of just liquidated them, and over time they made so few of them that they just got harder and harder to get a hold of, compared to, say, Hulk Hogan's. Maybe that's what's going on here. Why is this so rare? I don't know, guys. It's Hulk, that's one thing. Hulk's always been a popular character. He always will be a popular character. Why is he so valuable? I don't know. But he's selling right now. If you go look on eBay, he's well over $100. He could be anywhere from like $115 all the way to like $150. It depends. You know, now that I look at this Fing Fang Foom wave, I wouldn't mind having some of these. God, I really missed out on this wave of Marvel Legends. Oh, God. I wish I had Fing Fang Foom. Ah, well, missed opportunities, everybody. Alright, so next, the next rarest Marvel Legend that we're going to talk about, guys, is this, oddly enough, Jubilee Wave Storm. This is a Mohawk Storm, and this one is worth about $120 some odd or so. Some crazy price like that. This one came out in 2014, so it's a lot more recent than some of the others that we're going to be looking at today. But good God, the price on this one is absolutely crazy. And it's not that remarkable of an action figure. It's mostly just a basic women's body with some paint on it. And, you know, a head that has a mohawk. Is it setting the world on fire? Not really. Does it come with most of Jubilee? Yes. I think that, God, it really does come with most of Jubilee, doesn't it? It's funny that they stick literally the largest Build-A-Figure part in with the lady every time they make one of these waves, and this one is no exception, because it literally comes with the legs and the torso. No head, no arms, though. That's such a wild concept for a Build-A-Figure. Jubilee, the Jubilee Build-A-Figure. I wonder if this is... No, this isn't the tiniest Build-A-Figure they've ever done. But it's by Build-A-Figure standards, it's kind of... yeah. Worth a small fortune, though. Also of note is that in America, this one was a Toys R Us exclusive, I believe. So the fact that it was a store exclusive also adds to the scarcity of it. Anytime you get a store exclusive, it automatically becomes more of a pain to get. We see this all the time with like different store exclusives. A good example of this would be the DC Multiverse Build-A-Figure waves, the collect-to-build waves that were in were Target exclusives. Batman Beyond, that entire wave. I mean, you try and go and get those, any of those, they're worth a small fortune now. And same deal for the Flashpoint wave from DC Multiverse. Try to get any of those, like the Barry Allen Flash that was released in that one. God, like $100 action figure easy. And so it goes with Storm, my friends. Worth a small fortune. I don't know. Some of these I look at and I ask myself, God, how badly do I need to fill the gaps in my collection? not that badly. I don't know if I $150 need to fill that gap. All right, so number 3 in my list, guys, is Spider-Man 3 Venom. This one came out in a wave of Spider-Man movie action figures where the Build-A-Figure was the Sandman. Yes, this is Venom from Spider-Man 3. This one is worth quite the pretty penny. This one is worth $150 like easy over on eBay. You go and try to find them, you can barely find them. If you do find them, oh man, you're gonna pay for it. Frankly, you're gonna pay for every single action figure from that wave. This wave is actually much maligned among the Marvel Legends community, but that doesn't stop the action figures from going for massive price tags. Every single action figure in this wave goes for the bank. It demands all your mun-muns. Now, I wasn't a big fan of Spider-Man 3. Now, sometimes I watch Spider-Man 3 and I think to myself that this movie isn't as bad as I thought it would be. You would love for them to make an updated Raimi Venom, keep this Marvel Legends Venom train going. You know what? They're making every other Venom, why not? Go ahead, crank one out, let's see it. Yeah, I want... We all know we want more Venom. They know we want more Venom. Give us the Venom. Just give us an entire wave of Venom. Why make anything else? Just make an entire Marvel Legends wave of nothing but Venom. Actually, they kind of did that a little while ago, didn't they? Where they did the whole Venomized thing. Like the Venom Pool wave was mostly Venom. Like they had Venom Gwen Stacy and Venom Miles Morales, and then they had Venom from the movie Venom. And then they had like the lone Morbius in the wave, which was actually a pretty good action figure. And then what did they have? Oh yeah, they had a symbiote. And then the Build-A-Figure was Venom Pool. No, we need something more like that, but just honest Venom. Nothing but the Eddie Brock, please. Then we will be happy. In all honesty, we could use an updated Raimi Venom, because like these old Marvel Legends from 2007, they were really still trying to figure out what they wanted to do with the Marvel Legends brand. They didn't know what they were doing at the time. Like, they were just throwing things at the wall, seeing what stuck, and a lot of it didn't. Alright, Dan200 TF says, what other Build-A-Figures would you like to get single deluxe treatment? Supposedly the next one is Strong Guy. Would love for Sauron to get that treatment. Yeah, why not? Like, if they're gonna re-release Build-A-Figures, go ahead and re-release them all as just like single packages. If Strong Guy gets released as a regular figure, I'm fine with that. I'm at the point where I'm a little bit over Build-A-Figures, but Build-A-Figures I'd like to see re-released, I would say Onslaught would be a good one. Yeah, why not Onslaught? Like that one from, I think that one from 2015 was kind of a popular one. I don't think it was bad either. Let's see, what else? They made a lizard a while back, that'd be pretty cool. Absorbing Man would be another pretty cool one. Honestly, if they just I would just re-release all of them, yeah. Or at least all the good ones. All like the really important characters that they made into Build-A-Figures, they re-release as deluxe action figures. That would be awesome. Venom Pool was a really cool release. I already had the Build-A-Figures, so I didn't really need it, but the extra paint job that they gave to that one was really neat. And I had one guy that was commenting on my channel that was interested in getting a Venom Pool, so I think he went to Target and got it. It's easy to see why. Venom Pool slapped. I imagine after I get off my stream here that I'll probably think of some others that would be good to re-release as action figures. Or excuse me, just as deluxe packages. Odick, how'd you miss live notification? I don't know. Beats me. But hey, Odick, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. We're talking about the most valuable Marvel Legends in 2025. Single releases. We're not talking about like Galactus or multiple figure packages or anything like that. We're just talking about singles. Because obviously Galactus is going to be worth a ton of money. think Galactus is worth like $550 or something right now, which is actually a lot lower than people thought it would be. People thought that he would be worth probably 4 times that, but it's not turning out to be the case. People aren't really buying him at that price. So, scalpers are getting a little bit of a bucket of cold ice on that one. Still, like, $550 is not a small sum of money. For, you know, an action figure. It's like a 28-inch action figure, I think, ballpark. But, still. Hello, Patrick, how you doing today? What's going on, man? But yes, guys, Venom. Go look on eBay at this one. Holy crap. This one's getting up there to... Just getting this one loose is going to cost you like $50. Getting him complete in package? Yeah. Like $150, $200. Somewhere around that ballpark. This one... It's easy to see why. It's Venom. Venom is one of the most popular Marvel characters there is. Venom is up there on like the Mount Rushmore alongside Spider-Man, Daredevil, Wolverine, Hulk. Might surprise people that I say Daredevil, but Daredevil's popularity has skyrocketed ever since the Netflix series came out. And boy, I wish Hasbro would listen to that and release more Daredevil action figures. The lack of Daredevil action figures ever since the Netflix series came out is disheartening. Name a figure that you should pose. I don't know, man. Name a figure that you should pose? I don't know. Whatever the hell you want. It's your pose. Alright guys, number 2 on the most expensive, the rarest Marvel Legends in 2025 is New Goblin. And this obviously is Harry Osborn's Green Goblin from Spider-Man 3, when he decided he was going to take up his father's mantle, and what a mantle he took up. It's not the most exciting mantle, but hell, it happened. Hello there, James. Ultron or Venom? I don't know, man. Your choice. It's your collection. This one, guys, you go looking for the New Goblin. Funny enough, this is also from the same wave as Venom that we just looked at previously. Like, it's funny, because the rarest action figures from Marvel Legends come from the same line, which seems to indicate to me that maybe... Yeah, that's fun, Dina. Let me help you out with that, bud. Okay. Don't waste my time. Thank you. You know, the new Maxim series Spider-Man. Yeah, give it like a few months. Its price will be right up there with everyone else's. Just watch. That thing's gonna skyrocket up to like $200. Actually, I don't know, man. Yeah, I tried to be nice, though, Dick. But obviously, I'm doing something here. If you don't want to participate, I guess get fucked. You're right. I really tried to be nice. Yeah, the Maxim series price tag, James, is a little silly. $50 for what I think is supposed to be just a brand new basic Spider-Man. I was kind of hoping that maybe they would be wiping the slate clean, maybe starting fresh, and you know, having a fresh start for Marvel Legends where they do like the best action figures they possibly could for a very reasonable price tag. I mean, that would build a lot of goodwill, I think, for Hasbro. If they want to make like collector's edition styles or stuff like McFarlane's doing at a $30 price point, and they put out the best action figures that they've ever put out, and they have like maximum accessories, maximum sculpt. Alright, I could like roll my head around and get on board with it, but like $50 for $50 is too much. $50 is unreasonable. GCB 2008 says, I don't have accessories, but I have this New Goblin. And congratulations, dude, because you have one of the most expensive Marvel Legends to date. This one, you just get it loose. God, this goblin is an easy $50 at the very least. This one, complete and package, over 200. I'm not even kidding. This is an insane price tag on these things. And considering that this comes from also the same wave as the Venom action figure in the number 3 slot, because look at this. This is the number 3 most valuable Marvel Legends single release that I was able to find. It seems to indicate to me that maybe this wave wasn't the... I think this wave... I don't know. This wave might have been underproduced. Maybe nobody wanted it. It's kind of hard to say on this one because it was almost 20 years ago that this came out. Keep in mind, this wave, this Spider-Man wave, came out back in 2007. But New Goblin, guys, New Goblin, worth a crap load of money. All of these are worth well over like $100. At least the least valuable one is like $150. And bear in mind that in a few months' time, maybe even a month from now, the values could change because prices always fluctuate on eBay and across other resellers. So there could be another action figure that skyrockets in value soon. But as of right now, these are just the ones that seem to be the most valuable. I would be curious if they go back and revisit some of these older Marvel Legends, if they go back and revisit some of these movies. That I don't know if there's any interest in that. I don't know if Hasbro even wants to or if the people even want it. But if they do it, I might take a gander at it. Because they did make a pretty good... Well, they made a pretty good Green Goblin for the No Way Home line. And they did make a good Dr. Octopus. They labeled it Spider-Man too, but it was Doc Ock from No Way Home, more or less. Great action figures, both of them. Marlboro Man would buy a New Goblin. Yeah, I could get on board with it. I don't know, I have pretty good memories of watching like the old Spider-Man trilogy. I like Spider-Man 1 and 2, but Spider-Man 3 has kind of grown on me. I still don't like the way they portrayed Venom, but a lot of the other aspects of the movie are pretty cool. And if they made a Bully Maguire action figure, I would buy that day one. Would anyone else out there buy a Bully Maguire? Who wants the Bully? The greatest sin they ever did with this wave of Marvel Legends was not including a Bully Maguire. Oh, how could they not include the Bully, guys? If they include the sword and the razor bombs, see, that would be awesome, because look at what comes with this one, guys. He comes with the sword. Looks like, what else does he come with? It looks like he comes with the board. It doesn't look like he comes with too much else. Kind of hard to see in this package. No, it looks like he just comes with the sword. But if they have the razor bombs and they have the sword with them, yeah, that would be pretty sweet. You know, funny enough, I was looking and I also saw that Green Goblin from this wave was worth, you know, almost $200. God, people were selling that one for a crap load of money too. I tell you, every single action figure in this wave just worth a mint. Oh, God, these old Hasbro Marvel Legends. It seems like the old Hasbro Marvel Legends go for more money than the Toy Biz ones do. I think that might be because Hasbro keeps like remaking the old Toy Biz action figures, so the Toy Biz ones drop in value a little bit. Yes, Venom, we did mention Venom. Venom from Spider-Man 3 goes for a pretty penny as well. This is like an easy $200 action figure as well if you buy them complete and package, and $50 if you just buy them loose. Just an insane value on this one. Alright guys, strap yourselves in. Strap yourselves in, because we're about to take a look at the #1 most valuable Marvel Legends single release that I could find. And this one surprised me. I didn't see it coming. I thought it'd be somebody else, but it's the End Hulk from the Fin Fang Foom wave. Guys, have you noticed a trend in these most valuable Marvel Legends? The most valuable ones come from the Spider-Man 3 wave and the Fin Fang Foom wave. Why do you guys think that is? Probably because, one, early Marvel Legends output by Hasbro. People are just curious about this little point in history, I think. Yeah, the Fin Fang Foom Build-A-Figure itself is a $500 figure. It's as expensive as buying a HasLab Galactus is. Frankly, I saw that Fin Fang Foom was going for like $500 on eBay, and I thought that was not that bad. You know, I say not that bad, quote unquote, But, you know, it's still $500, right? 500. But still, I thought it'd be going for more than that. I thought it'd be going for like $1,000 easy. But Fin Fang Foom, one of the very last large Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure. And to Hasbro's credit, they really outdid themselves on it. It was one of their best Build-A-Figures, I think. I wish they would do big Build-A-Figures like this again. I wish they would, like, if they're gonna put out like these multiple figure waves, I think one of the most attractive things about the Fin Fang Foom wave, every action figure in it, is that it kind of harkens back to a time when there was more experimentation going on, a more adventurous spirit making Marvel Legends action figures. Because, I mean, look at it. You got, like, the single-jointed knees, you got single-jointed elbows on the end Hulk here. They were trying out some articulation on them, and, you know, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty decent. But also, you got these huge Build-A-Figure parts in the package that added up to a cohesive whole, and also there was 8 action figures in the wave to help you make this ginormous Marvel Legend. If they're gonna have, like, 7 action figures in a wave, if they're gonna have maybe 8 action figures in a wave, they never really do that anymore. They usually keep it to 6 or 7 in these days. But if they're gonna have a bunch of action figures in a wave, I would love to see them try something as huge as Fin Fang Foom again. I don't know who they could do it with, and they'll probably never try again. But you can just dream, can't you? Yeah, I think that's maybe the draw of the Fin Fang Foom wave and the Spider-Man wave. 1, Hulk. 2, Spider-Man. Most popular characters from Marvel, really. Surtur? I don't know. How expensive is Surtur? Absolute Carnage would be cool in a King in Black wave. Yeah, absolutely. If they want to do like an Absolute Carnage wave like that, or they want to do a Venom-themed wave, why not? The last time they did something like this was the Hobgoblin wave. Yeah, maybe. You miss variances. Digital Rag 3X. So do I. I think that was one of the most fun things about Toy Biz. It was a pain in the butt, admittedly. But at the same time, it made collecting action figures very exciting to go out and find variants. But, you know, you do variants in 2025 and people complain until they're blue in the face and they just want to have the extra heads in the package or the extra you know, the extra whatever. But you still see, like, different costumes from McFarlane Toys. You still see the variants. It's just that usually they have different paint jobs, or they have different costumes, or they're platinum releases. Scalpers would ruin it for everyone really quick. They already ruin it for everyone. That's the God's honest truth. The scalpers are already ruining it for everybody. They're already out there trying to treat toys like an investment. You know, maybe I'll do another live stream where I talk smack about scalpers. You got these people out there trying to buy up all the action figures and treat it like they're plastic stocks. Believe me, there's easier ways to make money than going out and buying up action figures and marking them up for double the price. That's a pain in the butt. It's also a huge expense. It's such a stupid way to make money. Space Knight Venom. I don't know. I can't think of another, like, release like this where they had a massive Build-A-Figure that was just ginormous. I'm sure that maybe there was one, but for the life of me, I can't think what it was, and I'm sure someone will let me know after the fact. But you might be right, Digital Rag, and maybe my memory is just all over the place. You gotta keep in mind here, we are talking about 20 years worth of history. Well, at this point, like 25 years worth of history, so sometimes I have some brain farts. You know, when you talk about 25 years of action figure... you're still talking about variants. Okay. Well, sorry. Yeah, I don't know when the last variant was. Brood Queen? Actually, that's pretty accurate. Brood Queen might be. How big was Brood Queen? Maybe we should hunt these down. Maybe this would make a good topic for another time. Just seeing what like the largest ones in recent memory are. The largest action figures of the past 20 years. Obviously, Fin Fang Foom fits the bill. But what are the largest ones? Pit? Brood Queen. Is the Monster Venom buck bigger than the Caliban buck? Actually, I'm not sure. I don't have them to compare, so it's hard for me to tell, but maybe if someone has them side by side at some point, it'd be a little easier to figure out. Caliban works as a pretty good basic body. Like, I do remember that I thought that Cyber was a little bit small when he came out in the Wolverine package. And I think that if they took the Caliban figure, you know, Cyber has a pretty basic costume, right? It's a really, really simple costume. So if you took Caliban and replaced his arms with like cybernetic arms, and then put a new head on him, you'd pretty much have like a gold star Cyber right there. Like the perfect Cyber is just lying right there. I would buy that action figure in a heartbeat, actually. Yeah. Make Caliban's body blue, put a new head on, put those cybernetic arms on. Got yourself some Cyber. Cyber should be on the Age of Apocalypse Sabretooth buck. I think it's bigger. Just as long as Cyber is huge, because Cyber in the Wolverine 5-pack that came out back in like 2021 was way too small. That's one of I complained about that one initially. It's one of my first like videos on here that I made where I was just like complaining about stuff. I said, "What is this? What is this? This isn't Cyber. This is like discount Cyber. It's not big enough. Cyber needs to be huge, man." Like, I know what his stats are on trading cards and Marvel's website and stuff, but the way that he was drawn when he first appeared by the artist, look at him. He's huge. Good God, the artist who drew him in his first appearances, he made him a monster. He dwarfed Wolverine. I mean, not that that's hard, but still, he looked like he was 8 feet tall or something, and he was all muscly. He had muscles on top of muscles. His poop had muscles. You wish Capcom vs. Marvel Cable was on a bigger buck too. Yeah. Sometimes I think they just try too hard to make... Sometimes I think they try too hard to make these action figures like in accordance with the stats that are on Marvel's website, when it pays to take a little artistic license with them and not try too hard to keep them in a quote-unquote scale. You know what I mean? Because you try too hard to iron out all like the idiosyncrasies of comic book toys, and then, yeah, I mean, it sucks all the creativity and fun out of it. All right. Patty's Project says, "Man, I'm so disappointed about the Hulk series from Hasbro. Just disappointed I was a 9-year-old at the time they were on shelves at Zellers. These all need a re-release." God, if only they would re-release this. You know what? If they re-release the entire wave of Fin Fang Foom from 2007, yeah, I'd buy it. Yeah, I'd get on board with it. I wouldn't be mad. Oh no, they re-released one of the greatest Build-A-Figures they've ever done, and one of the most fun waves they've ever done, because this was a really fun wave of toys, guys. You go back and look at the Hulk Fin Fang Foom wave, it kind of slaps. Like, it's a little dated at this point, but if they, like, I don't know, if they messed around with it, had some fun with it, you'd have some really good toys on your hands. Hey, Chewy Moo, what's going on? If they use that new Punisher buck again, it is new, right? Which Punisher are we talking about? I don't know. I don't remember there being a new Punisher. When the hell's the last time they made a Punisher? Oh, was that like the 2-pack with Bushwhacker? Ah, yeah, there it is. Sorry, like I said, sometimes like you talk about 25 years worth of toys and you have some brain farts. Thanks for all those likes, guys. Outselling, yeah, I bet it would sell like gangbusters. Just upgrade the wave a little bit, just buck-wise, it would be the bet. Yeah, I gotta agree with Patty's Projects here. Like, this entire wave is a slam dunk. There is nothing but win in this entire wave. You got, I believe Doc Samson in this wave is in this wave. She-Hulk is in this wave. Multiple variants of Hulk are in the wave. Fin Fang Foom is the Build-A-Figure. It's got slam dunk written on it. Like, I think everyone would buy it. I think everyone wants it. Plus, it's based around one of Marvel's most popular characters, Hulk. It's pretty much just a license to print money. Yeah. Outsell anything there is today. I mean, it'll outsell the Nemesis wave that they just came out with. The Nemesis wave was... some of it was okay, but like I didn't think it was like a slam dunk or anything like that. There were a handful of good action figures, I thought, in that wave, but nothing I really want to run out there and drop $25 on to build Nemesis. Nemesis was like fine, but I think he would have been better suited as just a deluxe release than a Build-A-Figure. The thing about Build-A-Figures is that if you're going to do a Build-A-Figure wave, it's got to be a slam dunk, because you got to be excited about the whole thing. You can't just... You can't just really slop and expect people to get hyped about it, right? I can't get hyped about so many of these waves. I can't get hyped about it. I think that's one of the things about these older waves, is that when they released something like this, like everybody could get hyped about every action figure in the wave, and then when you release the Sandman wave with the Spider-Man 3 action figures, it's another one of those waves where, you know, maybe not every action figure is crystal perfect or anything, but, you know, you can still get hyped about the whole thing because they're Spider-Man toys. They're not the best, they're not the worst either, but every character in it was pretty cool. But Hasbro was really operating like on peak here. This wave, this particular Hulk wave from 2007 they did, was peak stuff, despite it maybe not being the absolute best that it could be. I mean, I thought it's pretty good for 2007, we'll just say that. And also their Fantastic Four wave with Ronan the Accuser as the Build-A-Figure was another piece of peak from them. Those two waves by Hasbro were evidence that Hasbro could do good work with Marvel Legends. Obviously, there was, you know, some rough parts to iron out still across multiple action figures, but overall, you know, it was very promising. Yeah, that's the thing. The QC was kind of crap on those action figures from Spider-Man 3 Marvel Man. You're not wrong. Still, it had Spider-Man in the box, so you could get a little bit more hyped about it. My favorite waves from I'm actually surprised that more of the Ronan Accuser wave isn't on this list. I thought they would be more valuable action figures, but turns out all the valuable action figures are from, like, Fin Fang Foom and Sandman wave. My favorite waves from Hasbro's early period are this wave, the Fin Fang Foom wave, and Ronan the Accuser. Those are their best work from that time period, I think. The Red Hulk wave? Yeah, I remember it being pretty okay. I have Adam Warlock from that time period, and it's not like the best, but it's not the worst either. Yeah, it has Spiral, it has Black Costume Spider-Man, Adam Warlock, Nova. Red Hulk was the Build-A-Figure, obviously. Yeah, I think it had Wolverine. God, I can't remember if it was like... Yeah, what Wolverine was it? This is a long time ago, guys. Yeah, Chewy Mew. This was 08. Yeah, the Fantastic Four one was like 07, and I think this Fin Fang Foom wave was 08. I think you're right about that. I'm like 99% sure you're right about that, Digital. I think the Brood wave was like a little bit better than like their earlier output. The first couple of waves that Hasbro put out of Marvel Legends was pretty garbo. The Blob wave sucked. The Build-A-Figure was like okay, I guess, but the action figures that were in the wave sucked. I have Quicksilver, Yellow Jacket, and She-Hulk, and they all sucked. She-Hulk was probably the best one of the bunch that I got. And then I got the entire first wave of Hasbro's Marvel Legends, and like Hercules, Beast, those were good. Let's see, Banshee sucked, Ultimate Iron Man sucked, White Queen sucked. Annihilus was okay. Who the hell else was in that wave? God, I'm having such a hard time remembering who was in these waves. Oh God, Puck was a Build-A-Figure, wasn't he? Oh, dude. That's such a tiny Build-A-Figure. Come on, man. That's too tiny to be a Build-A-Figure. Build-A-Figures are supposed to be big bastards. How am I supposed to get hyped about a Build-A-Figure when it's Puck? It's cool that you have the It's cool you have that Cyclops. Cheers, my friend. Thanks for all those likes, guys. Soulmates, everyone watching out there, let us know, do you have any of these Marvel Legends that we've talked about today? Any of these Fin Fang Foom Wave Marvel Legends, any of these Spider-Man 3 Marvel Legends? What's the most valuable Marvel Legend that you have in your collection? I don't know, guys. Let us know, because we'd love to hear about it. The Toy Biz Apocalypse Wave I have, and that one was pretty good. They actually had a couple of different versions of the Build-A-Figure. One that had more black detail on them, and then one that was a little bit more blue, and I have the more blue one. There's also like some variants released of like X-23. X-23 was like a really decent action figure from them, and then, well, every action figure in that wave was pretty tight. Toy Biz Giant Man, nice. I have Toy Biz Giant Man. I had to go out of my way to get that one. I actually had to wind up collecting some French-Canadian Marvel Legends to make that one. Myth says, oh boy, we are back talking about the Sandman Build-A-Figure. Hey, I can't help it, Miffed, because turns out that these bad boys, New Goblin and Venom, are some of the most valuable Marvel Legends there are. Like this one and this one, they're going for crazy prices online. Between Fin Fang Foom and Spider-Man 3, like, people are paying premium prices for these bad boys. Only real OGs remember the Kiever Sandman Bath comic you made. I know. If only everyone was here for those old streams that we did. Ah, well. Miff, do you remember all those old streams that we did? Ah, what fun we had. Miff remembers the early days. Of course, we were streaming in horizontal then instead of vertical. Well, I've been streaming a lot in vertical recently because it's a feature that YouTube has been pushing heavily. They don't really push the horizontal streams as much as they used to. They push horizontal lives about half as much as they used to. It's all about the vertical, according to them, because they're really trying to push their GIF format here on YouTube. It's whatever. It's still the same type of live stream, it's just vertical now. I still have all my old alerts and everything for super chats. I reintegrated them. So now every time someone super chats like $5, the Martha soundbite comes up. I brought it back, baby. Alright, Myth says the rarest Marvel Legends I can think of is the Silver Vest Luke Cage variant. Have I talked about that? I did not. I didn't realize it was so rare. I thought that, well, you know, the value of these things, you know, just goes up and down all over the place. How much is that one worth, Miffed? Out of curiosity. Silver Vest Luke Cage. Here, let's take a look at him. Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah, I've found him. Toy Biz Luke Cage variant. Maybe that's a better way to do it. It's actually really hard to find pictures of, like, the old Toy Biz action figures, man. Anyone know that? Alright, I found kind of a decent picture of him. Yeah, there he is. This is the one that Mift is talking about. Thousands. This one goes for thousands? Really? Really? Well, hot damn. Why wasn't this one on, like, all the lists that I was looking at? Because I was looking at some, aggregates of all the most valuable Marvel Legends, but this one goes. There's only a few in existence because it wasn't supposed to make, but a few made it into stores. Okay, so it like wasn't supposed to be out there, but it was anyway. All right, so maybe it's not like. I guess this isn't an official release, but still super valuable. So technically, I guess this one is the most valuable Marvel Legend. It goes for thousands of dollars. The rarest Marvel Legend you can think of is the Luke Cage variant. So this, in fact, guys, Mythos let us know. Hey, what's going on with his face there? Looked like his eyes were bugging out. Nah, he's fine. Nah, I thought there was something going on with his eyes. Alright, Chewy Moo says the most expensive Hasbro Marvel Legends is the half-red and half-black Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3. Over 300 used. Not bad. Let's see if we can find that one. Spider-Man 3. Ah, I think I found him. Well, I found someone's picture of him. This might have to do, because this is not the easiest thing to find. Half and half Spider-Man 3 figure. Why is this one so rare? I wonder. Alright, this one's from Reddit, guys, but still, it'll give us a sense of what we're talking about here. Chewy Mew says this is over 300 used, and this guy right here is the one that we're talking about. Half black, half white, or excuse me, half red. Was probably a 1 to a box. That about sounds right. 300 used. So I guess between this one and Luke Cage, maybe these are the rarest Marvel Legends. Ah. People don't like gimmicks. Yeah. It was a chase of the regular black suit. Okay, so that explains why. It was a variant. It always comes back to the variants, brother. Oh god, those variants. They just buy both black and red and blue. Yeah, like most people I think would probably rather, like this is a very niche action figure, I feel like only the most hardcore collector who just wants to have a Spider-Man that's in between changes would buy this one. At this point I'd rather just, I personally I would probably buy just a black and a red. But, you know, well, honestly, I'd probably buy the in-between, too, because I'm a sucker for stuff like this. I'm the sucker who decides, oh, you know what I need? I need a mid-transition Spider-Man. How could I say no? They're technically not legends, but they fit in stylistically. Okay. Some of those old Toy Biz classics go for a lot, too. Yeah, Dragon Man from Fantastic Four. The entire Fantastic Four Classics wave was awesome from Toy Biz. But yeah, technically not legends, but still, same concept, guys. I thought they redid Dragon Man. Didn't they release Dragon Man recently? I thought they did. Oh, they're redoing him. Okay, I thought they already did redo him. Really recently. Okay. Marlboro Man says not enough of a sucker to cough up 50 bones for maximum Spidey. Nope, I sure ain't. See, that's the thing. I'm a sucker that'll buy a crazy variant at, like, normal price tags. But buying twice the price of an action figure for, like, a normal action figure, I ain't that kind of sucker. Damn, I ain't paying no 50 bucks for Maximum Series Spider-Man. Hasbro can kick rocks if they think I'm going to spend money on that. Yeah, Toy Biz mint Absorbing Spider-Man, and that one's pretty expensive too. That one has like the Hulk arm and stuff. I really wish I had that one. Dude, those Hulk Classics action figures were really hard to come by. Like Absorbing Man went for, or no, excuse me, Absorbing Man, but Abomination went for crazy prices too. I remember when the Absorbing Man, when the Hulk Classics first came out, Absorbing Man went for like a small mint. It went for like $100 if you found him out in the wild. God, why was he so rare? Those old Classics lines were so good, but God, the action figures were impossible to find half the time. Toy Biz is people complain about Hasbro's distribution, but Toy Biz's distribution was just as bad, guys. The more things change, the more they stay the same, I swear to Christ. You always wanted that weird Spider Hulk thing. Wasn't that a Spider-Man Classics action figure? I feel like it was. Maximum Hulk would be like $80. Mark my words. You're not wrong. They're gonna try to charge something crazy for it. $80. The day that we started being charged deluxe prices for a Hulk action figure is like the day that we should have threw a fit. Dude, Hulk. I said it a billion times. I'm gonna say it again. Hulk is like the bare minimum for what should be a regular release from Marvel Legends. He shouldn't be a deluxe action figure. He's too basic of a hero to be a deluxe action figure. It's such a screw job. Amy asks, how many action figures do I have, SK? That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't counted them, but probably like 1,000 or so. I'm just estimating. I'm really estimating. I've never really counted them. Yeah, I probably have like 1,000 or so. If I sat down and count them, I might become distraught by the sheer number that I have. I've got some oddities in my collection. A lot of old wrestling action figures. A lot of my newer stuff revolves around Marvel Legends and DC Multiverse. Got a handful of like some new-ish stuff from WWE. Is Series 6 Deadpool still rare? Yeah, but it's not worth as much because like they made Deadpool action figures and stuff. Chewie and Mew got into Absorbing Man with a broken shoulder for 30 smackaroos. Totally worth it. You know what? As long as you're having fun with it, as long as you enjoy it. Nothing wrong with having a busted action figure. Some of those Toy Biz toys, guys, are getting pretty fragile. You gotta watch out buying those. Honestly, I don't know. Toy Biz action figures, I would be reluctant to use a lot of the older ones. I would probably keep them in the box because after 20 years, like, they're getting a little brittle. I don't play around with them as much as I used to because they're getting so old. Like, my Series 8 Iceman fell apart at the crotch, which is a common problem with the Iceman from that series. And I haven't been able to figure out how to put them back together yet. Have any real funny moments related to action figures from my childhood? Funny moments. Oh god. Well, I just remember that, you know, I'd have a friend who used to try and, like, put my action figures in his mouth when he was over at my house, and I would yell at him to stop putting my toys in your mouth. Because I thought it was gross. Like, he was like a year younger than I was, I thought. Or he was a year younger than I was, but still, we were around the same age group, and he would be putting my toys in his mouth, and I'd just be like, dude, what are you doing? Stop that. That's gross. Let's see, what else? Oh, I remember emailing Toy Biz about having, like, I remember getting a Deathlock from Toy Biz when it first came out, and, like, I was trying to play around with him, and, like, his hip broke. So I'd be, like, I would be emailing Toy Biz when I was younger, you know, a lot, telling them, hey, my toy broke, or hey, this new action figure came out sucks. Or hey, stop using this body mold. Literally, I was emailing Toy Biz, like, and they just say, thank you for the feedback. I'll just be emailing Toy Biz, telling them what I thought of their latest releases. Ah, jeez. Or I tell them, hey, you need to make this action figure. I think I remember telling them, you guys need to make a Thanos. Where's my Thanos? Ever call their customer service? No, I usually just email their customer service. I never called their line or anything. Alright, you ended up with three. You got 3 Green Goblins from Spider-Man Classics. That's kind of impressive, bro. Nice work. Immune says, my first Toy Biz Spider you got in 2003 is loose, so it's like slinky now. Yeah, a lot of those earlier ones have just kind of gotten a little loosey-goosey. Which 3... do you mean like the Humberto Ramos Green Goblin? I have that one, but I have him sealed in the box. Maybe we're talking about a different Green Goblin, though. I don't know. Patty's Project says that my first figure was the Spider-Man that came with a blue J. Jonah Jameson punching bag. Bah! That sounds really fun. I really miss those old Spider-Man Classics toys, guys. I miss the... the Onslaught Bath Green Goblin? Nah, it doesn't sound like it. Like, if it's Spider-Man Classics, I'm pretty sure it's like the Humberto Ramos one. But I have the Onslaught Wave one. The Onslaught one is better than anything that Hasbro's put out. Well, any of the comic book Green Goblins. All the comic book Green Goblins that Hasbro's put out have been kind of shit. Like the one that they put out a while back in the... Well, yeah, every Green Goblin that Hasbro's put out has been kind of crap. The best things about the ones that Hasbro's put out are maybe the hands. The hands are like the weak spot on the old Toy Biz ones because they're pretty unremarkable, but the overall sculpt is way better on the Toy Biz Green Goblin. Maybe that's Hasbro's next challenge. Outdo Toy Biz's Green Goblin from the Onslaught Wave. If they can do that, then they've got a really good Green Goblin. He's in a uniform and pants, and yellow green is on his face. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like Humberto Ramos' Green Goblin. Looks very cartoony. Like, he's not like a traditional looking Green Goblin. It's a different type of Green Goblin that they were using at the time. That was drawn by that artist. I have him. I just I never opened him. I have him sealed in the box. He's just been chilling there for like 20 years. Whatever. The huge smile? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a huge smile. Here. This is what it looks like. Yeah. This is the one. Just trying to pull up an image. Wow, that's a tiny image. This image sucks, guys. Alright. Better. Alright, this is what he looks like. Yeah, that's Humberto Ramos' Green Goblin. Pretty sure that's the Toy Biz one. Yeah, that's the Toy Biz one. Just making sure I'm not crazy. Ugh. It came with 2 bags. He might have. It's actually really hard to find pictures of these old Toy Biz toys, man. But yeah, he did come with 2 bags. This one, for some reason, just doesn't have it shown. But, well, there's this one. This is kind of a rough-looking picture, but that's what it looks like in box. Bro, looks like a knight in shining goblin. You're not wrong. It was kind of a curious design at the time, but it was unique. It was kind of cool looking. I bought it. Kind of hard to say no. Every time I saw like a villain at the store, I'd always say to myself, yeah, I gotta have that. Yeah. Didn't matter what it was. If it was just some obscure thing, it was Kraven, it was Carnage, it was Green Goblin, or if it was like Beetle. I still have the giant armored Beetle that they released from this wave. That armored Beetle was pretty tight, bro. Figure realm, and they chronicle the Toy Biz figures pretty well. Oh, at least there's somebody doing it. It's actually a big help because, like, there's not a lot of pictures out there of the old Toy Biz stuff. You really gotta hunt sometimes to find them, Chewy Mew. And it's you know, if you do any historical videos or any historical talks or anything like that, it can be difficult. It's a lot easier talking about Hasbro's output because people document it more, but people didn't think to document toys like this way back when. You know? People weren't taking pictures of the old toys with like their standard definition digital cameras, their 480p digital cameras. And posting on the internet quite as much. Or if they were, like, the sites are all down now because it's been 20 years. Was there a Spider Armor Mark 1 back then? I don't really remember. They did one, I mean, I don't know if they did a Marvel Legends one, but they did one in Spider-Man the Animated Series. Yeah, I'm not sure they did a Marvel Legends one, but they definitely put Spider Armor all over, like, Spider-Man the Animated Series way back when. Or, you know, different line. Jared says, I wasn't even around for the Prime Toy Biz era, but I have a list of some I want to go back and track down. Crazy, you could go to local KB Toys and pick one up for $7. Yeah. Toys back then ranged anywhere, well, it depended where you shopped and what kind of deals they were offering, but generally you could pick an action figure up for somewhere below $7. I don't know, Target usually had them for about $6.84, and then when they were at their most expensive from Toy Biz at the end of their lifespan, Marvel Legends was $8.99 a piece. And for a while, they were $7.99. What's your most valuable figure? My favorite or rarest? Oh, I'd say my favorite is probably Brown Costume Wolverine or Deadpool. I always had a soft spot for my Toy Biz Deadpool. That one I had a hard time tracking down. Juggernaut's pretty cool too. I love the way Juggernaut looks from Toy Biz. Like, he's all like ape-like and stuff. He looks great. Hulkbuster Iron Man is pretty good too, Amy. From Toy Biz. I love that action figure. I don't know, I just love like the big honking Marvel Legends. Like, Abomination's a really fun one. That one, all like the big doozies that they released in those lines. Ah, such bangers. Articulation was terrible. Yeah. Well, they were focused more on, like, action features than they were articulation. I think articulation at the time was kind of secondary. Spider-Man Classics was supposed to be more of, like, a kid's line at the time, where they had articulation, but they also had, like, fun action features like firing rockets and light-up effects and projectiles, etc., etc. Alright, soulmates. I'm afraid I have to get going, my friends. I'd like to thank everyone for hanging out with me, for spending your time with me. I hope to see you again soon, guys. I'll try to get on here tomorrow night. But until then, guys, let us know what your rarest Marvel Legends are in your collection. I hope to see you in the comments, my friends. I'll see you again soon, Digital Rag Marlboro Man, Dewey Mew, Amy, Jared, and everybody else who's still here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Take care, everyone. I'll catch you next time, guys.